Alright, I am currently live on YouTube now. Alright, hello, hi. So sorry, we unfortunately were not able to broadcast game 1 for the first series due to getting everything set up. But hello, welcome to the Prevail Valorant 2v2 community tournament first iteration. Quick disclaimer for this broadcast: there will be a bunch of flashing lights and fast images present throughout the broadcast, so please beware for anyone with any photosensitive epilepsy. Number 2, I'd like to mention that this is going to be a demo or commentary for me. So if this broadcast is a little scuffed, that is why. Yeah, hope you all enjoy the commentary. Currently, we're getting set up for game number 2 in this first series. And once that's all set up, we will get back to moving. All right, and here we go. Pre-game of game number 2. Game number 1 ended in a victory for Freedom and Broken Jew, looking very strong. However, Kiri and Chad were able to keep some semblance of trying to hold their own. We'll see what happens in game number 2. Going to skirmish C. Let's see if Kiri and Chad are able to make anything happen. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. First round is go. Freedom looking to potentially play the off angle to get some heads. Unfortunately, is immediately shot down by Chad. Now it is Chad and Broken Jew in a 1v1, and Broken Jew will manage to get kill. First round goes to Broken Jew and Freedom. See if Broken Jew and Freedom will keep up this momentum, or will Kiri be able to clutch things out for them? Unfortunately, they are not able to. Freedom and Broken playing a very well timed crossfire. Broken Jew managing to get a headshot onto Kiri off the off angle box. Chad does manage to get Broken when they do clutch the 1v2. Keeping that is now getting Kiri and Chad on the board. With a clutch, no less. Freedom gets Kiri immediately off the rip, with Chad managing to get Broken himself. But fortunately, Freedom will win the round for them. For the attackers. Freedom spotted Chad trying to get a wallbang kill onto him. Broken will manage to climb on the box. Kiri playing a very well-timed lurk against Freedom. Unfortunately, is not able to land the shot against Broken. Now 4-1 in the favor of the attackers. Kiri and Chad are looking to potentially win game 2 and keep themselves alive in the series. They're going to have to pick things up a little bit here. Potentially might have to take some risks themselves. Play a little bit more aggressive. They have been staying pretty close to their spawn the entire time. However, they do manage to get a man advantage for once. Kiri finding a nice headshot onto Broken. Chad is currently stuck. Will Kiri be able to use this attention to his advantage? He'll try to. Gonna swing together, and they will manage to get freedom, giving them another round. Potentially the start of a little bit of a comeback, maybe? Here we go. Immediately, Chad jumping up into the box, getting a nice headshot onto freedom. Both Kiri and Chad taking swing timings against Broken. Now it's slowing down, potentially trying to wait for him to overextend. Unfortunately, Broken will will pre-aim against Kiri, but Chad will manage to keep things nipped in the bud. Yeah, things go from here. Chad will be able to find a wallbang kill onto Broken. Let's see, and a nice little angle onto Freedom's head. Is now all tied up in this game number 2 here for the series. See how things keep going. That looking like, and now it's a 5-4. Both players staying alive, giving them a nice little flawless. Is this potentially the start of a reverse sweep? Chad finding a really nice shot onto Broken immediately. Kiri getting a spray kill onto Freedom, making things 6-4 now in favor of the defenders. Very possible that they could run away with this here. Attacking team is gonna have to try and make something work. They will manage to pre-aim Chad there and get the kill. Freedom doing a lot of wallbang damage to Kiri. Will they be able to capitalize off of it, or will Kiri clutch? Gets one, just needs to get the other. Does not hit the head, unfortunately. Score is now 6-5. Instantly, Chad running up to mid, potentially trying to take the box. Kiri is looking to potentially take some shots and bait for their teammate. Will go down. However, it's currently a 1v1, and Broken will manage to hit the wallbang onto Chad, making it all tied up again. This is a skirmish tournament, so this will be how things are the entire night. It's like Broken will manage to clutch things out for the attackers. Freedom and Broken starting to take turns with their clutches. Kiri managing to hit a well-timed shot, tying the score back up again, 7-7. This game 2 looking much more even compared to the last game.
There.
Kiri, having seen Freedom, does ping to their teammate, but Broken does manage to get Kiri, and Freedom will manage to get Chad. A nice little flawless. I don't think there was any damage dealt to the attacking team that time. Immediately, Freedom doing some wallbang damage and getting a pick on Kiri. Chad close to getting that clutch. Does manage to get Freedom. Unfortunately, Broken will wallbang it to end it. Now map point, set point, or the attacking team move on. Will the defending team be able to stay alive? They're taking some damage through walls. Unfortunately, Broken will manage to get Chad. Is Kiri gonna clutch? They got one. They just need the other. Playing very patiently, waiting for Broken to potentially get aggressive. Unfortunately, Broken will take the timing correctly and will hit a nice little body shot flick onto Kiri, making this 2-0 in favor of Freedom and Broken Jew, with them moving on in the tournament.
Hey, good.
Good game, bro. You on it?
Playing on 95 to 100 ping, a lot different. Holy.
And here we go into series number 2. We have Nia and Scrabble versus Kermit D Frog here. And what is their teammate's name? Kermit finding a good shot onto Nia. Unfortunately, Scrabble will trade them out. And then Scrabble will find a pick onto Mr. Dimpwimp, taking the first round. Continue. Scrabble trying to find a pick onto Kermit, but they do hit the headshot, and Mr. Dimpwhip will finish the round out, beating them on the board. Will Nia be able to get a kill here? And they will. They will be able to get the pick onto Kermit. Is Mr. Dimpwimp gonna be able to clutch things out for their teammate in this 1v1 between Nia and Mr. Dimpwimp? Nia has now heard where Dimp is. Gonna potentially take the swing timing, and they will hit the head, giving defenders the lead again. Got these. Will find a nice shot onto Scrabble. Mr. Dimpwhip will then get the other kill onto Nia, giving them a nice little flawless round. This commentary is so scuffed. Unfortunately, it is skirmish, so it's not the greatest of showings. Mr. Dimpwimp getting a nice shot to Nia, and Scrabble, while they do find pick onto Kermit, they will unfortunately go down, seeing red team lead for the first time this series. Mr. Dimp will find a nice shot. Nia will end up getting Kermit as well. Now 1v1, both trading shots, trying to find that head shot. Will not though. Dimp does hit a nice little counter strafe and gets the headshot onto Nia. Very possible that the attacker's going to run away with these rounds here, using this momentum that they've gotten. Hits a nice shot through the wall. Nia is very low now, and Kermit will manage to finish the kill. And also get Scrabble another little flawless victory. Yep. Apologies for the visual quality going down. I am having to sit in a Discord call watching a screen share for this. It's, yeah, something. Kermit manages to get one. Nia, while low and getting a kill onto Mr. Dimpwimp, is unfortunately unable to clutch it out. Acting team is running away with these rounds. Will this end up being a 10-2? So wait and see. Kermit just running in there and dying. Nia does manage to get the kill. Dimp will get the trade though. Is now a 1v1 between Mr. Dimpwimp and Scrabble. Scrabble already low and tries to get the swing and the spray kill. Does not hit at the headshot though. Now 7-2 for the attackers. Defenders are gonna have to really get something to work here. Else they will have to potentially face a 10-2 for this game 1. Managing to get Scrabble, and will also get Nia, making this 8-2. This is getting very dangerous for the defender team. Looks like Nia might be a little bit stressed, pulling out that stress bear. They get another flawless round, 9-2. This is game point. All Dimp and Kermit have to do is hit 2 clean headshots in this round, and there's one. Will they get the other 2? And they will. Here we go, continuing into game number 2. Defenders are Nia and Scrabble are gonna have to really pick it up if they want to try and stay alive in this series. Fortunately, it looks like they are going to be struggling from that first game. Have to really pick things up. See you back in game number 2. Here we go. On to game number 2 of Nia and Scrabble versus Mr. Dimpwimp and Kermit Defrog here. Apologies. Here we go. Going back to game number 2. Unfortunately, or not unfortunately, Nia and Scrabble were a little confused as to whether it was a best of 3 or if they were doing the one game. However, they do know now, and we are going. Now I'm controlling the observing. Here we go. 1 sec.
Right there.
There we go. Here we go.
Fight.
Here we go. Continuing at Kermit, looking to potentially find picks onto Scrabble. Freedom will manage to get a pick on, or sorry, Kermit will manage to get a pick onto Nia. Mr. Dimp will end up trading out Scrabble though. Getting round 1 on the board for the attackers. Scrabble potentially trying to find a pick on, however, Nia will go down, and then Scrabble will be, unfortunately, be unable to find that cheat, or the trade.
Right there.
Nia immediately going down to Mr. Dimpwhip. Scrabble potentially winning the round, and they will clutch it, putting the defenders back on the board. Now 2-1 in favor of the attackers. Nearly off to first round. Kermit will manage to get one, and Mr. Dimpwhip will manage to get the other. It is a flawless round for Mr. Dimpwhip and Kermit. Defenders are going to have to really pick things up here if they're going to try and get this. Mr. Dimp will kill Scrabble. Both Nia and Scrabble trying to get Dimp, but will not be able to. Nia finally getting the trade. Kermit ending that game, or that round, shutting him down. Looking to try and get some shots off. And Kermit and Mr. Dimp will get another flawless second in a row, and the score to 5-1. Continuing to potentially keep going with this breakaway. Nia getting a nice shot onto Kermit. This potentially going to allow them to stop all his momentum. Unfortunately, no. Mr. Dip at 30 HP will get a clutch to save that round. Yeah, swinging to Kermit. Not able to get the kill, but Scrabble will get a trade. It's now a 1v1 between Scrabble and Mr. Dimpwimp. Them trying to take a pixel peek. However, Scrabble will get an amazing shot. Finally getting them a second round, 2-6. Dimp immediately finding a nice shot onto Nia. Scrabble does get Kermit, and it's now a 1v1. But Mr. Dimpwimp will hit a nice flick to save that round. Will it potentially be another 10-2 for game 2? Scrabble hits a nice shot, and Nia gets the other. Flawless round in the favor of the defenders. Very possible they can start a comeback here. Both teams playing pretty quiet, potentially getting, potentially trying to let the other overextend, but the attackers will shut that shit down. 8-3. Very possible that this could be the last 2 rounds. Mr. Dimpwimp getting the headshot. Now 9-3, series point for the attackers. Will this be it, or will Nia and Scrabble manage to stay alive? And the answer is no. 2-0 in favor of Kermit and Mr. Dimwimp. I just realized I had that wrong. Whoopsies. It's a very great series. And we continue to the next one. And here we go into the finals of the first Prevail eSports Valorant Community 2v2 tournament. Teams are Broken Jew and Freedom and Kermit and Mr. Dimwimp. Here we go. With Kermit and Mr. Dimwimp on the attackers and Broken Jew and Freedom on the defenders. Going into game number 1 of a best of 5 with now overtime set to first to 2. Attackers immediately getting a flawless victory to start game 1. Immediately showing dominance. They'll potentially even it up. Broken and Freedom getting their own flawless as a response. Saying they are not here and they are not just going to be a punching bag. Broken finding a nice shot onto Mr. Dimwimp. Or onto Kermit. Dimwimp trading. Freedom does end up killing Dimwimp, giving them the lead. Already looking like a heavy hitter for this game. Kermit managing to get Broken. However, Freedom will shut that down. Dimwimp finding an amazing pre-fire. Broken. Freedom will get a trade. And then Dimwimp immediately shutting Freedom down. This is 1v1 between Broken Jew and Kermit. Kermit manages to find a headshot through the wall, but Broken doing everything they can to stay alive and keep this series and keep them the lead. Kermit does a little bit more damage. Broken Jew is now at 4 HP. However, Kermit is half health, and they are walking right into their crosshair. But Broken Jew, unfortunately, misses. Perfect pre-aim, just does not shoot at the right time. Very sad. That is definitely going to hurt the mental. Finding a nice shot onto Broken. Kermit going down. Now a 1v1 between potentially the best player on either team, and Freedom will get the headshot. Defenders still keep their lead. All tied up, and then they got that lead back. You want to on number 8, Freedom immediately hitting a nice shot. And gets both kills. Flawless for the defenders. Let's see if the attackers can potentially even this back up. Kermit hitting a nice shot. Then going down to Broken, but Dimp immediately trading out to save the Aiden for their teammate. I mean that nice little view, nice juicy little victory for the attacking team. And both players on the attacking team managing to get some nice sprays, bursts, tying the game back up. Freedom immediately hitting a wallbang onto Broken, but both Kermit and Dimp manage to get some juicy one-taps, giving them the lead for the first time in this game. Broken immediately getting Kermit and Dimp trading them, doing their best to potentially clutch this out for their teammate. But Freedom playing very patiently, taking a nice little headshot onto him. It's tied back up 6-6. Freedom potentially doing what they can, but they will not win that round. Kermit managing to get both kills, giving the lead back to the attacking team. Getting close to the end of this game. Kermit getting a nice counter strafe, but will go down to Freedom. All tied back up 7-7. This is a very even match so far. Both teams absolutely slaughtering each other. They're flawless for the attacking team. It's very possible that the attackers could get this to game point. One is now a 2v1. 1v1. Broken manages to clutch it out, saving them from a map point. 8-8. All tied up. Kermit and Freedom immediately taking shots at each other and are traded out. Now it's a 1v1 between Kermit and Broken. Kermit will not hit the shot. It's now game point for the defenders. Will they be able to take this game 1, or will we go to overtime for the first game in the series? Nice headshot, and a Broken will give game 1 to the defending team in this best of 5 for finals. Continue on to game number 2. And here we go into game number 2
can we
of this grand finals.
Can we swap sites after this one?
Sure. Going on to skirmish B this time. Let's see if can't speak. See who ends up taking game number 2. Will Broken and Freedom continue to run away with the lead and go up 2-0, or will Dimp and Kermit manage to potentially get a game here? Immediately starting off with a nice little flawless for game number 2.
Yo, it's cool if I play Guardian, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice headshot. 2 nice headshots, making Freedom currently on a perfect game within this first 2 rounds, getting all of the kills so far. Try to take a nice little jump peek against him, but will not get it, unfortunately. Broken managing to trade out their teammate and keep this lead for the defenders. 3-0. What happens? Potentially a timing onto Freedom, but they will hit 2 clean little headshots, get it to 4-0 in favor of the defenders. They are running away with these rounds immediately. Doing some damage against Tim. Gets one tap on Kermit. Freedom is absolutely the game MVP so far of this game number 2. Coming up 5-0 so far. Oh, potentially gonna have to clutch out this 1v2 and just to get the first kill. But they are not looking at the correct spot, and Kermit does manage to finally get a round on the board for the attackers. Continuing on to round number 7. Will they be able to start potentially a comeback? But Freedom will hit a well-placed headshot on the Dimp. And trading out their teammate against Kermit, saying, hey, 1 round is all you get. This is still our game, whether you like it or not. Freedom playing out of their mind right now. A well-timed headshot against Dimp. Another flawless for put them up 7-1 going to round number 9. Freedom immediately already getting killed, getting both. Put it 8-1. Are we already going to see this game number 2 over 10-1 potentially? This fast as well. Absolute heavy hitter. Hey, that first game was a bit of a fluke. It should not have been that even. I'm here to put some bullets through y'all's domes. Dimp does say, hey, we are still alive in this. It ain't over until that until the screen says game over. Okay, we'll manage to find one. Goes down. Will Freedom be able to keep this rounds going? But no, Dimp will say this is still this game could still go either way. Scores 8-3 going into round number 12. Immediately Broken just running down, actually trying to get a kill onto Kermit. Dimp will find that timing, and Freedom will trade. Freedom currently 17 HP, getting a 1v1 against Kermit. All Kermit has to do is hit a body shot. However, Freedom is running around trying to make sure they can potentially hit a timing somehow. And they will. They will hit a very juicy 1-tap headshot. Bring it to game point for game number 2 already. Is this already going to be 2-0? And it is already 2-0 in favor of the defending team. Putting Broken Jew and Freedom at series point. Kermit and Mr. Dimwimp are gonna have to
Game match, boys.
make something work.
Where you been? I'm back, let's bump that. Got a phantom in my hand, I'll clutch that. Get an agent on flank, got a loop back. Shall we simmer on down with a 5-step? Where we been? I don't know, going downtown. Got the city lights singing like a ghost town. Got the butterflies hiding all spooked out. Cause we got radiant night, you better bow down. Now whoa, you from Omega with the oh no. I'm with the alpha and you know, don't make that ticket spike sound. Put that away, you'll hurt yourself. Be an anchor, let it all come your way. We got plenty for you, boy. Just say we got sheriffs, so starry-eyed boys. Got the banner highs, blown to the banner world. Who's there? Know this. When my back's against the wall, all the mirrors will dissolve. Bring the heat, bring it on. Watch me ignite it. I go inside. No footsteps. I'ma take you all down like dominoes. I'ma take you out with another spike drop. Overheated, but I love to lock and load. I hear the echo, I hear the echo. Bang bang on the back, team with the versatile. Ta-ta-ta-ta all day. Enough with the chit chat, steady with the one tab. I'ma set it off, just wait.
Here we go, continuing into game number 3. Freedom and Broken potentially on the verge of ending this series. 3-0 winning finals is very possible right now. Dimwimp and Kermit the Frog are gonna have to do whatever they can to keep this game alive, this series alive. Going into game number 3 on both teams have selected Jet and Reyna, which is like the funny agent selects here. Already taking shots at the defending team. We'll have to play this a 1v2 now. Unfortunately, it gets swung by both of the defenders, and they will get a flawless, giving them round number 1. Both Freedom and Broken showing a lot of aggression early on. Trying to get some wallbangs against each other. Does take a little bit more damage, and Dimwimp will take a very nice angle against Broken. Defenders round number 2, putting them out 2-0. Already getting a headshot. Dimwimp will have to play this 1v2 to potentially clutch out this game. We'll get one, and immediately gonna try and anticipate the other, but will not get a headshot. Freedom finally putting the attackers on the board, 2-1. Okay, immediately running in there, trying to get some wallbang damage. Not finding anything, and Mr. Dimwimp will hit a very nice headshot, and will find the other. Nice little perfect round, flawless for the defenders. Freedom and Broken always running up very quickly to start each game, and will get a flawless. I don't know if they actually took any damage. They did not take any damage. A nice little perfect round for them. to run number 6. I'm hitting some shots through the wall.
Wow,
Yeah,
so embarrassing.
getting Kermit and sorry, probably I don't remember at this point. Trying to get some poke damage. We'll now have to play this 1v2 again. It gets hit through the wall. 62 health in a dream. It's a nice headshot, but it cannot flick in time. Shut down Mr. Dimwimp and clutched it out. Now it's currently 4-3. Will Freedom and Freedom taking some headshots through the wall, and the defenders will get a flawless round. 5-3. It's very possible that they will be able to keep themselves alive in this series. Already putting Freedom on the back foot at 2v1, and they unfortunately will not be able to get either kills. Hermit and Dim trying their everything to keep themselves alive in this series. However, Freedom will show up and hit both headshots, saying, listen, you had your fun, but it ends here. Yuang. Broken will manage to will find some nice shots onto Mr. Dimwhip. Actually looking to look on the map. Does spot Kermit and gets a headshot. Kermit wasn't looking. Now it's 6-5. One more round and the attackers could tie this up. Just one peek. Freedom will manage to find a very great shot to Kermit. Potentially corner Imp, and Broken will get the other kill. Is now tied up 6-6 in this game number 3 of finals. Kermit trying to not Kermit. Freedom trying to pre-aim. Kind of nice timing. Broken will get 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. Attackers now have the lead for this game number 3. That is now 7 rounds in a row. The attackers. Looking like it's potentially going to be it soon. Winner's gonna try and keep this game alive, and Dimp unfortunately not able to get kill onto Freedom there. 6-8, one more round, and it will be series point for the attackers. Which now it is. If they win this next round, that's it. They win finals. Continuing on, will the defenders be able to keep themselves alive in this final series? Broken hitting a very nice shot onto Kermit. Does immediately get traded out by Mr. Dimwimp. Now a 1v1 between the two Reynas. And Freedom is not able to get the kill. Mr. Dimwimp keeping the defenders alive in this final set. Kermit getting 1 kill, and Dimp getting the other.
Miserable criaturas.
Will the attackers be able to win this finals, or is it going to go to overtime in game number 3? Broken getting 1 kill, Dimp having to play on his own and clutch this in a 1v2. And it does not get the round. That is it. Good night. 3-0 in favor of Kermit and Mr. Dimwimp, which makes them the first champions for the Prevail Valorant 2v2 community tournament. Make sure to come back every weekend, as these will be happening every weekend, and I will be streaming them, and I will be doing commentary. I'd just like to quickly say thank you for Prevail eSports for having me on, and I will see you next week. Anyways, like I said, thanks everyone for watching. That will be all for this broadcast. I will see you next weekend for the next iteration of the Prevail eSports Valorant Community Tournament. Thanks all for joining. My name is Kior, and we'll see you all in the next stream.